Hello, everyone. My name is Seth, and today I'm going to give you my review of Inside. Inside is a movie starring Willem Dafoe as a art thief who gets trapped inside of the house he's trying to steal some art from. It came out just a little bit ago. I saw it on Peacock the other day, and this was one that I was pretty excited for. The premise of it sounded really, really interesting. And so when I saw that it was finally on Peacock, I was like, yeah, of course I'm going to give it a try. So first, I want to give you some of my non-spoiler thoughts. I'll try to keep this brief and just kind of tell you exactly what I thought of it. I'll get into some spoilers a little bit later. I'll let you know when that's coming up. But before I go any farther, go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can receive notifications for an upload of my next video. My quick thoughts are it is not good. I am sorry. I did not like this movie. Now, if you were interested in seeing this, don't let that change your mind. I think if you were interested from the premise of it and from wanting to see something that Willem Dafoe does and see his performance, and just if you're really interested in this kind of movie, just from the sounds of, from the trailers or whatever, I would say go ahead and watch it. You might like it more than I would. It definitely would work for some people. I'm just one of those people that it does not work for. You can do single location films that work really well. I really, really like Buried with Ryan Reynolds, and I like Locke with Tom Hardy. I thought that those were done really, really well. But this is not a part of that list of single location films that work for me. I mean, like I said, I was excited for this. It had Willem Dafoe. I love Willem Dafoe. He's always good in everything, and he's good in this. But his performance is not enough to save the movie for me. It just doesn't work. There's not enough of a narrative push like in Buried or in Locke to really keep you interested in what's going to happen next. Kind of at one point I was thinking, like, why did Willem Dafoe take this script? But, this might have been just a script where, like, he needs a new car or something like that. For me, if I were to read this script, I don't really think that this would be a project I would want to be involved with if what came across from the script to screen was accurate. I don't think this particularly had a really good script. I don't particularly think that this had a really good story. I don't think it flowed well. I think the cinematography was interesting sometimes. They had some nice looking shots that were kind of interesting. It helped that they had a really cool set. I will say the set is really cool. The set decoration was really well done, but I just don't think that this works. I kind of feel like really from start to finish, there wasn't a lot that happened. And at one point in the film, I was just really bored. And that's not what you want from a movie. You want to be entertained, at least to some degree. And I was just bored. I don't think there was some big reveal or secret or whatever that happened in this. Personally, I don't think it lived up to the premise, but that's just me. I kind of feel like the director may be making some sort of commentary, and it just didn't come across for me. And that's okay. Not every movie's for everybody. So that's kind of my spoiler-free thoughts on this movie. Willem Dafoe did a good job. That was just about all of the positives. One performance can't really save a movie like this, in my opinion. But if he wasn't giving a really good performance, if it was just somebody else, this wouldn't work at all. Like, irredeemable for me. I'm going to have to give it a 1.5 out of 5 stars. It was really disappointing for me. So I hate that I had to give a score that low, but that that's what film's about, you know? Sometimes something like this will absolutely work for somebody, sometimes it won't. And unfortunately, I end up on the side that it does not work. So here's a little bit of the spoiler section. You know, it's not a huge secretive Marvel movie or something like that, so there's not going to be a ton of spoilers, just a few more details I want to cover. So basically, I can break this movie down to Willem Dafoe breaks into an apartment, tries to steal some art. One of the main pieces of art that he wants to steal is not there. He gets locked in the apartment, tries to find a way out, doesn't work, and the heat rises, gets super hot, like 100 degrees in the apartment. Then it gets super cold, and then seems like the movie kind of forgot about that and everything's okay. And he doesn't have a lot of supplies. There's not a ton of food or water or drinks or whatever in the fridge or whatever. And he has to kind of figure that out. Before a large portion of the movie, maybe like the first half, I was just thinking, man, they really could have just titled this movie Willem Dafoe is Thirsty. Because that seems like 70% of the movie is him trying to find something to drink. And again, like I said, if it was anybody else, this wouldn't work at all. But at least Willem Dafoe gave a good performance. It starts and ends kind of with a monologue from Willem Dafoe. And I kind of get the feeling that the story, the theme, whatever, the message that the director is trying to get across is like, art is difficult. That's kind of what it hit for me. Maybe I'm reading it completely wrong, but that's really what I got out of it. And I don't think it was done very well. I think it was done very clumsily. I mean, at one point in this, toward the end, he finds like a secret room, but it kind of goes nowhere. And I just really feel like a lot of nothing happens in this movie. And sometimes movies like that, you kind of really have to dig in and pay attention to really see what's going on. But like, I tried that here and it still just seemed like a bunch of nothing. One of the things I think is missing is some sort of narrative push. You know, at the very beginning, we get it. It's like, oh, he's locked in. The alarm's going off. We got to figure this out. And then it starts where the heat is rising really quickly. And then it just kind of sputters out from there. Like, there's no urgency. Like, he finds stuff to eat. He makes do with what he has and tries to find a way out through the skylight. Tries to get a cleaning lady's attention. And it doesn't really go anywhere. And then at the end, with this type of movie, I was kind of seeing it coming, but they kind of have like a non-conclusive ending. It's like, oh, did he get out? Did he die? Like, how long was he even in there? Because it really didn't seem like he was in there that long, but he started going crazy and like, I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like that the script was all over the place, but also went absolutely nowhere at the same time, which is really weird. So, no, this didn't work for me. If you weren't interested in this to begin with, don't watch this. I'm sorry. Like, don't waste your time. But if you were already interested in it, like I said earlier, I would at least give it a shot. And if what I've said so far absolutely seems like your type of movie, then by all means, I really hope you enjoy it. And honestly, I hope you enjoy it more than I did. But that's the fun thing about film. Like, everybody sees things differently. And so somebody might absolutely love this, but I am not that somebody. So that's it. That's my review of Inside. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have you seen Inside? Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of it. Have you not seen it? Does my review make you want to see it more or less? Let me know, again, in the comment section below. go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can receive notifications for an upload of my next video. And I'll see you next time.